Hey guys, what's up? This is Eric with Jim Andes. I'm here today with information about Cochamo Valley because I feel that Cochamo Valley is an interesting place, and I've been reading a lot about it. I've seen the entrance of it quite a bit, and it's just absolutely incredible. Still haven't had time to get up in it yet, but I was given recently a book by a friend who is working on part of the conservation of Cochamo Valley, and it's got a ton of photos in it, and they're just gorgeous. So I'll try to get that up for you guys soon as well, so you can see it. But there's a reason I'm doing this video today. It's to really, allow you guys to think about something. I've been thinking about themes and different posts to put up for the site, and it keeps coming back to something that I've noticed recently. Here in the local area where we live, they're building some hydroelectric dams, and they were fought, and the electricity need outweighed the preservation of nature. And we have to accept that to some degree, because nature is beautiful and wonderful, but just about all of us enjoy our electricity, just about all of us enjoy our comforts of the home. Chile is definitely one of those countries where it's kind of like what the States went through about 50 years ago, 60 years ago, maybe even close to 80 years ago, depending on how far back you look at the history. And they have a huge need for power, they have a huge need for infrastructure, expansion, all those kind of things, which mean that, well, they have to use some kind of natural resource to do it. You need places to put the roads, you need water to make hydroelectricity, or you need some kind of other natural fuel source to produce some kind of electricity or fuel for your uses, your consumption. There is a heavy push here in Chile for solar and wind power, and that's good, but yet even with that, as far as it's progressed, it's hard to have enough space here in Chile because the country is so narrow and so long to have facilities with enough windmills or enough solar panels to produce the energy that they need. So they start looking at other sources, and like I mentioned, one of the big things here are dams and turbines for hydroelectricity. That is just something that is accepted by people in many areas. But what if your vacation could make a difference? What if your vacation could be an added value vacation, not to yourself but to others? Well, you may be wondering what I'm talking about with that. Well, let's think about our vacations. When we go on vacation, we go to enjoy the nature, we go to enjoy the people, the cultures, and we go to enjoy the actual experience that we'll be stuck with, or that we'll have ingrained in our mind. My wife laughs at me because I said stuck with, but we're not stuck with it. Well, we are stuck with it, but in a good way. It's just deeply entrenched in us when we go there and we experience something so wonderful. And we go home with that, and that's for us. It's something very private, very personal, and completely selfish in some degree. But it doesn't have to be that way, really, because taking into mind Cochamo Valley, which from what you'll read online and things, I'll put a number of links up so you guys can see what's going on. Not just about the preservation, but also about what activities you can do there. There's some videos of people climbing and things that I'm going to try to get up for you as well. And you'll see that Cochamo Valley is truly something unique to Patagonia. Not just Chile. I'm not just saying in this region where we are the 10th region, but actually to Patagonia as a whole. Because of the type of valley that it is, it's very unique. It's they call it the Little Yosemite because it's very similar to the Yosemite Valley in the States. Has some of the cleanest or longest and tallest granite that is ice-free for climbing. There are a ton of lines already set. There are a ton of routes that can be climbed with permanent hardware or without permanent hardware. But there are so many faces that can still be explored for climbing. But that's just one aspect. There's also the rivers. You have natural water slides. You can do kayaking, you can do fishing, you can do trekking, you can cross over into Argentina. or you can just stay within Chile and do a circuit that they have set up on the old cattle trails, and you can see trees that are close to 3,000 years old. You can see things that just basically you do not see in most places. The condor still flies quite a bit there, and I mean, these things are absolutely huge. So there's just so much to that valley that is incredible. And not only that, but you have a number of companies that are really grassroots people. They're focused on ecotourism, and so when you take a tour with them or when you stay with them, they don't just take you into the valley. They don't just take you into this lush rainforest and let you see everything that's there. They teach you how to enjoy it in a responsible manner. So you are not paying just for your experience of seeing that valley at that time, but you're learning. And you're learning in a way that's so fun that you don't even think about it. But that's just for you. That's still just the personal, selfish side. But what happens is when people decide to take vacations and go to Cochamo Valley, you get an added value to your vacation, because that shows that Cochamo Valley is something that's important as a natural reserve, as it's important as a natural source that should be preserved. And that weighs heavier on a decision for or against the hydroelectric dam. Now, I'm not personally saying that I feel that it should or should not be built. What I'm saying is that every action or inaction that's taken can have an effect on that. So if you're a person who loves and wants to preserve nature and wants to help out something that's truly unique, it's a good reason to bring your family or to take a vacation with your friends here in Cochamo, and to be able to not only experience it before things change, but also to be able to help keep things from changing. And one of the reasons that it's truly an incredible experience is because as vacations are designed for us, you escape everything, and I do mean just about everything, because there is a short road that enters into the beginning of the valley, but it doesn't really get into the valley. And then from there on, you're on foot, horse, bike. There are no cars. There is no contamination within the valley itself from vehicles. The rain and the water is incredibly pristine from what everybody's told me. The locals there, and I know some locals who live there, they drink straight out of the streams without purifying at first, and they're not natives to that area. So it's a truly unique area, and so by deciding on taking a vacation to Cochamo, you could have an added value to your vacation and not just be receiving something of a selfish gratification, but actually giving back and still gaining your personal vacation without having to spend extra. So that's just kind of why I wanted to come to you guys today, to let you know kind of what's going on, because the Cochamo Valley is something of concern to many people in this area. If it's lost, it'll be very hard for them to accept that. All you have to do is to go by and talk to a number of these people, and actually I'll have some of the people up talking about different stuff, as they are local business owners as well. And like I said, I can't say from personal experience of having been in there yet. I'm trying to get out there to see it, but I can tell you that what little bit of it I've seen, and from what everybody's told me, it will not be an experience that you will forget anytime soon. And many of the links that I'll put up will show that as well. So just kind of keep that in mind, and if you need to get in contact, if you want more information and you don't find what you're looking for on the links that I put up, you can always contact me through my contact page on my site at jemandes.com, which is www.jemandes.com. So thanks for taking your time to watch this video, and I hope you guys keep coming back to Jim Andes. Talk to you later. Bye.